This is probably one of the most requested things for me to watch. And I plan to watch it. And we're gonna watch it now. So people can stop begging me to watch it, because I plan to watch it in the first place. Chat, it's time to watch Lady of the Dark. Let us check out Lady of the Dark. I've definitely been interested. I've been waiting to watch this one because I'm trying to space them out. So for those of you on YouTube, yes, I know all about their videos. I'm planning on watching them all. I'm just spacing them out. I'm not watching them back to back. Don't worry, I will watch them. Alright? So let us check out Lady of the Dark.
It's 1964 in Belgrade, Yugoslavia. It's been 50 years since the start of World War I. Events are happening across the country, but here in Belgrade, at the Monument of Gratitude to France, a ceremony is taking place alongside French, British and American dignitaries, many of whom have given service in a war that ended not 5 years earlier. The veterans, officers and dignitaries are seated ready for the ceremony to begin. An old lady, dressed in a long black coat, shuffles towards the front and takes her place in the front row. The men stop talking about their exploits in the war, as curiosity gets the better of them. Who is this old lady dressed in black, sat in the middle of all these great men and heroes? Underneath her hat, the woman's eyes are like steel, but she allows herself a smile as the men's conversation turns to her. Eventually, with curiosity getting the better of him, an American officer leans in towards her and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, but who are you? And why are you here?" The old woman says nothing. She simply stands up and removes her coat. The dignitaries' mouths drop open in shock.
Jesus!
This old lady has a chest full of medals like nothing they've ever seen before. Medals for bravery. The officer stammers. Excuse me, ma'am, I meant no offense. You have obviously shown your bravery on the battlefield. Can you tell me your story?" The old lady smiles, and her eyes appear younger as she says, "Well, gentlemen,
gather round. Let me tell you of the times when women like me were not allowed to fight for our country and our freedom. But I did, anyway."
Hey? Got a feeling I'm gonna be crying at the end of this. I always do.
In November 1914, Austro-Hungarian troops invaded Serbia. They have reached the Kolubara River. The elite Serbian Iron Regiment are one of many valiantly defending their homeland from the foreign invaders. The Iron Regiment's assault bomber squad of shock attack troops has a commander that's tough, battle-hardened and a fierce fighter. Milunka Savic, a woman in a man's uniform, has proven again and again her bravery and determination. Her expertise with grenades makes her a match for any man, and she is both feared and respected. The Serbs are outnumbered and overwhelmed, and despite the pleas from her comrades, she decides to cross no man's land. Armed with a...
Holy shit! That's where they got it from. That's what they got it from. You know what I'm talking about, chat? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? This is where they got the scene from the first Wonder Woman movie. When Wonder Woman crosses no man's land. This was the inspiration for it. Oh, you didn't see it? There's a scene. Wonder Woman takes place. I think Wonder Woman takes place during World War II. Bearing in mind, Wonder Woman takes place during World War II, but there is a scene in which pretty sure that he was Germans on one side, and I believe it was Americans on the other side. This is World War One. This is taking place in World War One, but I thought Wonder Woman took place during World War Two. Or am I mixing up Wonder Woman and Captain America? I probably am. I thought for sure, though, that the Wonder Woman movie was World War II. Okay, it's World War One. So then it makes perfect sense. So this is Cap was I'm mixing up Wonder Woman and Cap. That's what I'm doing. But like practically up to this point, this exact scene was in Wonder Woman. Where they have this no man's land, and Wonder Woman charges no man's land. And because of her bravery, we're going to see if this happens. And honestly, it makes perfect sense that they would use Lady of the Dark as inspiration for Wonder Woman. I mean, it makes total sense. And we'll see if her actions cause everyone on the other side to also get up and start charging over. Well, I mean, Red Bastard, now you're just thinking of the horny and not the fight. Although, I'm kind of with you. I am. Yeah, Spectre. So I'm betting this was the inspiration for that scene. Yes, World of Chaos. I have a react to it on my channel, on my YouTube channel. I have indeed seen it.
The rifle and 3 bandoliers of grenades, she's determined to take the fight to the enemy.
Wire? Thank you for the gifted. Thank you for the gifted sub. Although, why this didn't work? Oh, for God's sake, this thing is... You know what? I bet it's this update I just put into OBS that's getting me all screwed up. I bet you that's what's doing it. God damn it. Thank you, Lockwire. Damn, woman!
Who shall be remembered in the ancient house of war? On the meadows of the stories, in the alley of the great celebrated hero who has wandered through the dark.
Hey!
She stands before you on that metal shining light, lost in time, returning to the light. Bow before this lady fights for life. Raise your hand for the lady of the dark, soldier with no will to kill, with a philanthropic heart. Break the law.
Damn!
She's the girl in uniform, fighting side by side with men. She will fight until the end. Like to be respected and to change her brother's fate.
Okay, I am gonna say, Yardworks with their animations didn't do her many favors in her character model. I am gonna say it, the character model is kinda rough. I'm sorry, but I just have to say it. The character model does look kind of rough, especially in the face. But still, the story is incredible.
The bullets earned her freedom and a place among the stars. And she served the Iron Squadron, served the toughest of them all. No fear of dying, for the front line she was born. Sacrifice, she took her brother's place. War to war, a place where she belonged. Raise your hand for the lady of the dark, soldier with no will to kill, with a philanthropic heart. Break the norm. She's a girl in uniform, fighting side by side with men. She will fight until the end.
Yeah, she kind of does, Falcon. Personally, I don't know if I would go running through a war zone with a flag. I kind of think more practically than that. I'd more carry a weapon versus a flag. It looks great, but let's face it, this is wartime. You need to think practically. Again, Hollywood. Falcon, I appreciate it's for morale. I do. I would have at least had a rifle slung to my back. I can appreciate running with the flag as a morale boost. I absolutely can appreciate that. I would have at least, and granted, I'm thinking practically. I'm just thinking practically. I would at least have a rifle slung at my back. At the very least, like, you run with the flag. That's fine. You run you run with you be a flag bearer, but at least have a rifle. And I understand flag bearers were a thing, but she did not start as a flag bearer. She initiated as a soldier, and then she took up the flag and ran with it. So, this is war. This is the middle of combat. A soldier sees something bright and flapping, they're gonna shoot it. No matter how much respect they might have for a flag bearer. Yeah, exactly. Have something. Even if you're still holding a flag, have something. Case in point. Now that's a better character model. This right here is a better character model on her face. So they had a little. I think they struggled a little with her character model before.
Till the end.
No, I know Alistair.
After the battle,
I wasn't I wasn't questioning like the motives behind it, or like discounting the fact that the men trusted her to bear the flag. Like I said, I'm simply thinking from a practical combat standpoint. That's it. I'm not discounting the heroics, the fact that the men trusted the flag to her. I'm not discounting any of that. I'm looking at it from a purely practical, as an observation in modern time when the mentality of war is very, very different. That's the only way that I'm looking at it. Is I'm looking at it from a period in time when war is viewed in a very different context. The roles are viewed in a very different context. And the practicality of war is viewed in a very different context. Oh, no, Bobcat, I understand. Again, I'm not saying that there's any issue with her carrying the flag. I understand that the flag bearer plays a very important role. I understand that. What I'm saying is, from a practical standpoint, I would have thought she would have had some weapon, at least not in her hands, but a sidearm in a holster at her hip, a rifle slung at her back, something, a weapon, so that should something happen, say she does lose the standard and someone else picks it up, she would have a weapon. Exactly, not unarmed. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the flag. Well, looked like she didn't have any grenades left. From the looks of it, she didn't have any grenades left. So, that's all I'm saying, is, yes, it's a tremendous honor for her to carry the flag, and it shows a great deal of trust. But at the same time, if I was in her position, I would still want to go with a weapon. Not at the ready, but to have a weapon available to me just in case. That's all.
The new commander of the Iron Regiment asked in front of the regiment, "Which soldier or non-commissioned officer deserves the highest military decoration of Serbia, the Order of the Star of Karađorđe, for their part in the Battle of Kolubara?" A cry went up among the men.
Milunka.
Milunka Savic. Milunka Savic! Milunka Savic! Milunka! The Lady of the Dark! Milunka was informed in hospital of the award. She quickly returned to the front lines. This was just the start of her career. Milunka Savic became the most decorated woman soldier in history, with medals from several nations for her bravery. Milunka Savic, Lady of the Dark, bomber of Kolubara, and the most decorated woman in history.
Wait. Bomber? She was a demolitions expert too? Damn! I wish I would have shown that! That would be awesome to see if she was a demolitions expert. Holy crap!
Bomber of Kolubara, and the most decorated woman in history, finished her days living a quiet life in Serbia and passed away in 1973.
Chaos, you didn't know this was not a game? Yeah, this was not a game. This was a Sabaton video. This was a Sabaton video where they paired up with oh fuck, who is it? Oh god, who is it they paired up with? Hang on. Chat, help me out. Yarnhub, thank you. I lost the word for a second. Yeah, this was Sabaton paired up with Yarnhub to do an animated version of one of their songs. So man, people have already been recommending the Sabaton history videos. Trust me, it's already been recommended. And I will get to them. I will get to them. Do not worry.